Yo, what is up, Polo Gang? In this one, I have two gameplays for you guys. Both of them are Hacienda Search and Destroy matches. They're actually back-to-back games while I was solo queuing. For both of them, I had double-digit kills, and our team won pretty convincingly. Most rounds, I pretty much just go top windows. This allows me to survey the middle of the map, get good information on where the enemies are going. And at the end of this video, I'll be showing my controller and graphic settings, as this is something that has been requested recently. If you guys like these Search and Destroy games, let me know in the comments section down below, and I can look to make more of them. Also, be sure to check out the description for a link to all my socials. Without further ado, let's get into the gameplay.
Terminate with extreme prejudice. Storming the bomb. Fooled. One victory is not the war. Not your best work. Clean it up.
Oh my god.
There's only one traitor left. Eliminate them. Bomb defused. The enemy's on their back foot. Don't let up. Extreme prejudice. Exemplary, Crimson. Do it again and let's go home. Enemy charges set. You're the last one standing. Finish the job. Baby has got some Crimson weapons. Bomb going down.
Top window.
Bomb active. One traitor left. Eliminate them. You're a kill team of one. Put your head down and close this out. All hostiles eliminated. Messy work, Joe team, but we'll take it.
Too secret.
Now, hit them again before they found the counter-offensive. Declared hostile. Happy hunting, Crimson. Bomb. disarmed the bomb. Take it on the chin. Get ready for the next round. Enemy device is set. It remains. Terminate with extreme prejudice. We're deactivating the bomb. Bomb deactivated. Area pass. To the L-droid. We have our orders. See it through. The enemy's on their back foot. Don't let up. We lost the bomb.
Dude, I didn't even have a chance to...
Both on flank at well.
It remains. Terminate with extreme prejudice. Our device was disarmed. Failures not in Crimson's lexicon. One traitor left. Eliminate them.
I have bomb.
Now, hit them again before they mount the counter-offensive. Fugitive remains.
No way.
Terminate
What?
with extreme prejudice. Don't be fooled. One victory is not the win. There's only one traitor left. Eliminate them. Time's nearly up. Close it down.
Top our side, top our side.
You're on a roll, Crimson. Keep your foot on the accelerator. We're setting up the bomb. Bomb carrier down. Take it on the chin. Get ready for the next round.
You're in secret.
One fugitive remains. Terminate with exemplary, Crimson. Do it again and let's go home. The objective.
How do you drop bomb?
Target dropped.
Down the D-pad.
That's new.
No signs of moping.
Why are y'all
There's only one traitor left. Eliminate them. MTC's nearly dry. Get to it, Crimson. Stand down, Crimson. We have what we came for.
Alright guys, so jumping into the settings. Firstly, I play on tactical. That's just what I've been playing on for last 10 plus years, so that's what works for me. Sensitivity, I play on 1.45, both horizontal and vertical. This comes out to about like a 6 on the old scale. A lot of people play anywhere from like 1.4 to maybe even 1.7. I probably wouldn't go any higher than 1.7, as about a 7 on the old scale. Especially for multiplayer, you don't need that high of a sensitivity, so I play on the old scale from like 6.6 to 7.7, something like that. So what works for me is I use 1.45. But this is just trial and error, so use what's best for you guys. Moving down, I don't play flipped. I know a lot of people play flipped. I have vibration off, trigger effect off, and dead zones. I have both my left stickman and my right stickman on a 5. This is pretty much what works good for my controller. If you guys have any questions on what dead zone is right for your controller, let me know, because this is specific to your controller. And the left stick max I have on 50. This is just so I can move a little bit quicker. It's more responsive when I press the left stick down to sprint. And right stick max I keep at 99. The left and right triggers, I have them both on 5. I have trigger stops and like mouse click trigger stops, so it doesn't really matter for me. But if you're using a default controller, I would recommend lowering this probably to like a 3 to 10. I'm not really sure what the best value is, because I haven't used a controller without the trigger stops in a very long time. This basically makes it so that you don't have to pull all the way down on the trigger for you to shoot, so it's more responsive in that aspect. If you put this on like a 0, it might be too responsive. I'm not too sure, but figure out what's best for your controller and for yourself. Some people like this more sensitive, some people like it less sensitive. It really just is personal preference, so use what's comfortable for you. Alright, now moving on to aiming. This is nothing. Obviously, you want aim assist on, and then aiming advanced. I use instant. I know some people use gradual. I personally use instant. That's what I like. Aim response curve type, I use dynamic. This is what a lot of the pros use as well. For the value, I just keep it at 1. This has been tested by numerous people out there. Dynamic seems to work the best out of any aim assist. This is what has just been comfortable for me for the last 5 years or so, so that's what I use. And then custom sensitivity per zoom, I have this on. People just like keeping it at 1. I personally lower this just down to like a 0.9. This just makes it so when you're aiming down sights, it's not the same exact sensitivity as it is when you're just standard looking around. It's a little bit slower. And for me personally, I think 0.9 is a pretty good value. If you're having trouble tracking your targets, I would recommend lowering this probably down to a 0.8 at first, maybe a 0.85. See if that works for you. And then if that doesn't work for you, just slightly bump it up, but I definitely wouldn't play above a 1. The reason I have it above a 1 for these ones is just for sniping purposes. If you're playing pubs, you typically want a higher ADS sense multiplier while you're sniping. Alright, moving on to movement. I use tactical sprint assist. You do use it, make sure it's on 0, that way it's the most responsive. I have these on. Mental assist, I have this off. I have all these off as well. For this, basically, if you're near an object and you jump, it might mantle over that object instead of you just going for the jump shot, which could really mess up your shot. So for me, I have this off. Corner sights, I have this off. I know a lot of people use it, but personally, I don't like it. Alright, slide dive behavior, I have hybrid. I know you really don't dive as often in this game, but I still like to have it every once in a while. This automatic airborne mantle, this is locked for me due to that mantle setting up here. And all these I have on. Parachute, this is for Warzone, I have it off. movement advanced settings, but I have nothing too crazy. Then moving on to combat, this is what I have. Combat advanced settings, I use tap to reload for multiplayer. If I was playing Warzone, I would do prioritize interact. That's about the only thing. Alright, that's it for the controller. Let's move into graphics now. I'm on PC, so I pretty much play on low or very low on everything. Depending on your PC, you can adjust this as you see fit. I'll just scroll through this. Alright, now quality. I'm gonna go through this. Like I said, everything's on low or very low. Make sure you have depth of field off too, because this kind of puts like a little blurriness around your gun when you're ADSing, which is just kind of annoying. Alright, now moving on to view. This off. Most important thing in here is going to be your FOV. Playing multiplayer, you can probably play anywhere from like a 95 to 105. I like 105 just for that little extra boost in FOV. Playing Warzone, you can bump this up to 120, but I would not recommend that for multiplayer. Then make sure your ADS field of view is unaffected. Open field of view, make sure this is on wide. Then turn off your world motion blur and your weapon motion blur. Audio, what I use, turn off the music. I don't really see it necessary. And effects and master volume are on 100, and then dialogue I have on 40. Make sure this is set to whatever your headphones are. Audio mix, I use Treyarch mix. I know some people use Sucker Punch. I would use one of those too, see whatever one you like better. And these are the rest of the audio settings I have. So guys, that's going to do it for the settings. If this helped you out, drop a thumbs up and subscribe for more as I post Black Ops 6 content daily. Catch you all on the next one. Peace out.